we have been taught that we must listen to our brain to make big decisions. It must be logical. That the intellect lives in the mind. But what if I told you we have more than one brain? Now, sit back, relax, and let's melt into this beautiful love we are going to create together. Let's clear the energy in our rooms and in our bodies with my Tibetan bowl. Growing up, we have always believed that we must listen to the brain, we must listen to the mind to make big decisions or even small decisions. Things have to be logical. And oftentimes we feel bad for neglecting that the heart also wants something. Like, no, we have to be logical. We have to use our mind to make the bigger decisions. But you know the heart wants something different, but you still go with the mind. Now, what if I told you that we as humans don't just have one brain? Scientists have found out that the same neurons that live in the brain, they live in the heart too. What is even more fascinating is that the heart has its own intelligence. The heart has its own intelligence, and it is not linked with the brain. It's storing its own memories. I was watching a video last night where the scientist was explaining all the research they've done, and a lot of it was to do with heart transplant. And one story was actually really funny. So this lady had a heart transplant operation, and the moment she awoke, she suddenly was craving KFC chicken. And this lady never had KFC chicken in her life before, but suddenly when she woke up, she was like, this is what I want. And then a few years later down the line, she wanted to do more research to find out who this heart actually belonged to. She found out that this man died of a car accident, and she got in touch with the family, and the family told her KFC is what he would have on a regular basis. So the heart in the new lady, its own memories. The heart has its own memories, its own intelligence. Now, whenever you have to make a new decision, I want you to start asking your heart what it wants to. Build this connection. You know, the mind. We're so used to listening to the mind. It's always talking, it's always, making scenarios. It's always thinking of the past, thinking of the future. But I want you to take a deep breath and put your hand in your heart. Just the act of you touching your heart is activating it even more. And just listen to the heartbeat. And ask your heart, what do you want? My heart just told me it wants to get some sunshine. It's a sunny day outside, so I guess I'll have to go for a little walk later on. Just soak in some sunshine. What did your heart say? Now, I believe that this is also the reason why meditation can be so powerful, because what you're doing is actually quieting the mind so you can listen to your heart. Now, there's this term called brain and heart coherence. When they're both synchronized, the brain is thinking something else, the heart is thinking something else. But with brain-heart coherence, bing, they're in harmony. And what this does is it makes you like super powerful, according to science. And it boosts your immune system so you're not getting ill. It also creates anti-aging chemicals. So you're not getting ill and you're also not getting old as fast as other people would. Isn't that fascinating? I know that I've experienced those states when I'm either having a spa day or I'm in the water or I'm running, or maybe I'm reading a book and I'm just fully present, like all my mind and my heart is involved in something. So it's not separate. Because most of the time, if you notice, your mind is constantly talking, constantly thinking, imagining. And because it is so loud, and because we're so used to listening to it, that we never really hear the heart. Now the heart is also where intuition is. There's been so many times in my life where I've made some decisions and it didn't make any logical sense, but I was like, this is what my heart wants, so I just have to listen to it. Sometimes when you have a craving, sometimes you're like, you know what, it doesn't make sense, but this is what I want. That's not your mind, that's your heart. And when you're accessing this, that's when you also get the best ideas, the best inspiration. You're tapping into this intelligence that has always been there. Well, you just didn't use it enough. And what if I told you, then you can access this anytime. Anytime. Whenever you're doing something in love, you hear your heart even more. Whenever you're fully absorbed in something, you hear your heart even more. When you're in nature, you hear your heart even more. And if you want a daily practice to stay in this beautiful feeling, constantly inspired every day, I would definitely recommend meditation. Think of meditation as not quieting the mind, but actually being able to listen to your heart. Your mind is playing like a song, and it's very noisy. It's a noisy song. Constant. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to go here, I have to go there. But when you meditate, you actually reconnect with your body again. You reconnect with your heart again. You reconnect with your intuition again. And in that moment, you get extreme peace. You're grounded. You're calm. You're clear. Suddenly, you'll hear from your heart a new idea. Why don't you try this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you call this person? And then after you come back from your meditation, you're like, I'll just do this. Whatever my heart's telling me, I'll just listen to it. And more often than not, that is the best idea, the best way to go forward, the best next step to take. So I've been practicing meditation on a daily basis for nearly 5 years now. I started in 2020, and wow, that's a long time. It's made me a very calm person. It has always given me ideas, inspiration. It has allowed me to be more brave, be more bold, be more playful. That's what it feels like when you meditate. It feels like a big, relaxing sigh. It's like a reset. If you truly want to start practicing meditation, I would recommend only just doing 5 minutes guided meditations. There are so many on YouTube, so many. Try different ones. If you do it once and you're not getting this peaceful effect, it's okay. Try again tomorrow, and then again, and then again, and then again. And don't have to keep going back to the same meditation. You can try different ones. I've noticed that I like specific voices. I like it when the voice is a bit more feminine, like soothes me even more. So play around with different meditations and see which one relaxes your body the most. Listen to your body, listen to your heart. But after a while, you'll have this one experience where you're gonna be like, ah, that was so good. That's what happened to me. And I was like, I want to do this every day. No matter how chaotic your life becomes, you know that you can have this 5 minutes just as a refresh, as a restart, just to get away from it all, come back to your center, and then you get to a state of peace, of calm, trust that everything will be okay. And then you hear guidance, you hear your heart speaking. And then you just take the next best step. Like I said, it'll take practice because you're so used to the noisy mind. You're so used to that voice. So it will be very clear when you first start doing meditation what the voice is saying. Keep coming back to the guided meditation. Just listen to the speaker's voice. Keep coming back to it. And gradually you'll be able to get to a state where you don't hear your mind anymore. And you can only hear your heart. It's very gentle, it's very soft. I would love for you to experience this. I hope this has clicked something within you. I just want you to give yourself permission to love yourself more deeply than you ever have. I want you to never get ill. I want you to always stay young. And I want to share with you what I've been learning. And it is not difficult at all. It's actually really easy. All the resources are there for you. All you need, just 5 minutes. Maybe it's the 5 minutes when you wake up. Maybe wake up like a few minutes earlier and just even do the meditation in bed in the morning, or just before you sleep, 5 minutes before you sleep. I find the best time to do it is after lunch. Yeah, because in the morning, if you've had a busy morning, lunchtime is your break time. Then put in 5 minutes just to meditate, and I promise you are going to feel so awake. You're gonna feel recharged and energized and clear-minded, like a restart. like a refresh, like a sigh. And I'm so proud of you for putting time into watching me and wanting to love yourself more. Because you do deserve it. You deserve the best. Until next time, take care of yourself, nourish yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. And I will see you soon.